Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, corporate. Good morning, Cold Spring. Good morning, Chelan, Washington. I got it right. Chelan, Washington. And good morning to you. Welcome to the Jason Show. I'm Jace. Please say hello to my sidekick sister from another mister and Dairy Queen's Employee of the Month, Kendall Martin.
Hello.
Chelan, Washington.
Hello.
We heard from some of our Washington friends that it's a beautiful, beautiful area of near Seattle.
Okay.
Hi, Chelan. Thanks for watching. So I gotta go visit that. I gotta go visit that town.
I know. I want to visit the one town, and y'all can write in. What's the one that's like a German town, but it's in Washington? There's a town that's supposed to be modeled after a very traditional German city that you go visit in Washington.
Well, there's one here, New Ulm.
I know. No, you know what I mean? Okay, you people know. You message us. That's
Were you
where
at
I
a
wanna go.
winery last night?
No, I
Okay.
can't remember what it's called.
Just checking. Didn't know if you did one of your famous wine tours, your Tuesday wine tours.
I did have a glass.
Okay, see, do I know you or do I know you?
Just one.
I'm worked up this morning.
Why?
People.
Okay.
People ruin everything. People ruin everything. I was flipping through the news, and I obviously get a lot of. I subscribe to a lot of stuff about amusement parks and stuff, and I saw that people are now ruining the Hall of Presidents at Walt Disney World. Because everything now, politics is like a blood sport. You just can't dislike something. You got to hate the other person. People are now interrupting the show at Disney World to scream and boo or cheer or just be generally obnoxious and ruin everybody else's vacation. Can we not leave politics out of the most magical place on earth? Can you just not be obnoxious about it for maybe 7 minutes? Because, you know, if you've never been to the Hall of Presidents, or it's all the animatronics of all the presidents, and they come out, and when certain presidents are announced, people are now interrupting the show to stand up and cheer or boo. So Disney has been forced to add a cast member in the theater to quiet people down so that it's not ruining the show for families and for kids who just want to experience it. And I'm jokingly mad, but I'm also just sad that we have gotten to this point. It just drives me crazy. Can you just look, there are presidents that I've liked, that I haven't liked, that I've disagreed with, but I just enjoy the show. It's a robot. You're not doing anything. You're not proving anything other than that you've probably had too much to drink at Epcot, and you probably are ruining somebody's vacation. And that's what you're really doing. You're not standing up for your guy. You're not making a statement. All you're doing is ruining the family's vacation next to you. You're taking away a moment from them. That's all you're doing. You obnoxious morons. That's all you're doing.
Just a bunch of toads.
It just keep it out of the family, please. Keep it out of the holiday, out of the amusement parks.
Right.
Can we just have an escape? I mean, we get it enough in our own lives. I mean, it's just you can't even have a decent conversation without somebody mentioning politics every second of the day, and it's exhausting and it's sad.
It is.
That's why we don't do it here. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it! Well, first up, the Wendy Williams show may be coming to an end soon. According to Variety, that's who's saying this, Sherri Shepherd is in talks to become the permanent host. Sherri's been filling in, you guys know, on the regular, while Wendy has been on a leave of absence for health reasons. TMZ first reported that Sherri was in talks to be the permanent guest host. But Variety says, listen to this, the show is actually going to be renamed, and Sherri will be the host. All this comes as major station groups like Fox move to solidify their daytime lineups for next season, which starts in September. I mean, you know, it's a long time for us, but in the TV business, they're already looking for, oh, I'm going to buy the Lassie robot show. You know, they're already looking for new shows
thing.
for the season. So they got to figure out, they need to talk to Wendy and be like, the Wendy folks, what's going to happen? I say this with no glee. I don't like saying this, but I'm going to say what I've been saying since the story came out, and that is, she ain't coming back. She's not coming back. And that makes me sad. Wendy's been a regular guest on our show. When somebody is dealing with health problems, whatever they may be, whatever category of health problems they're in, you never want to kick someone when they're down. But you also want them to do what's best for them. And I think at this time, hosting a daily talk show is probably not in her best interest.
And Sherri Shepherd, people love her. Unrelated to Wendy in general, people just love Sherri Shepherd. And I think that this is a great moment for her to shine too.
Yeah, the ratings have been, if you look at the ratings for the guest hosts, they've actually, that's why the stations have been pretty patient, because the ratings have actually been pretty good for the guest hosts. And in some days, some cases, the ratings have been higher. So, you know, but there's only so long that these stations can be patient.
Right.
With, I mean, you know, Wendy fills a slot in daytime for stations all across the country. That's inventory that they, you know, the station's like, okay, we can be patient, but this is show business.
Right.
And we need to get down with the business aspect of it. Next in the dish, Buzz Lightyear is finally getting the star treatment he deserves. Pixar, this is great. Pixar just released the trailer for his origin story movie, and it features Chris Evans as the voice of younger Buzz. Look at this.
A year of work for a 4-minute flight. Isn't that something?
We're all ready if you are, sir.
Well, let's go find out if this...
We got a breach in the perimeter.
Thank you. Buzz Lightyear mission log. After a full year of being marooned on this planet, our first test flight is a go. Let's get everyone home.
Good luck, Captain. We're all counting on you.
Roger that.
The director of the movie says when he watched Toy Story, he always wondered what movie Andy saw that made him want a Buzz Lightyear toy. I love that. And we're gonna find out soon. Lightyear hits theaters in June. I don't always love these continually going back to the same well to make more stories, but this looks really good. This seems to have a purpose, you know? And that robotic cat, I want that cat.
It just seems so silly that it's an origin story about a faux character toy. What? I don't. Okay, Ted doesn't agree. I'm just saying it just seems like a push. Seems like a reach. That's all. You don't agree? Am I fired? I don't understand. Why are you looking at me like that?
Were you at a winery in Wisconsin or Minnesota?
I was not.
Okay.
I was at the Park Tavern.
There's again, do I know her? No, I get it, but you know, there's a lot of fictional characters with origin stories, you know?
I don't know. It's a stretch for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Next in the dish. The woman who became one of the greatest Jeopardy champions of all time has had enough of her day job. Amy Schneider is like, peace. She won $1.3 million after her 40-show run, and now she's joining the Great Resignation. On Twitter, Amy said, it's nerve-wracking to pivot from software engineer to public figure, but she's excited to tackle the new challenge. She says she'll start writing a book, and she's interested in voice acting. She can't be on another game show for 6 months thanks to an exclusivity agreement with the folks at Jeopardy. So I get it, but let's just say in this world, in the current environment, 1.6? I just read it, I forgot. 1.4? Whatever.
Whatever.
That's not a lot of money, Amy. You better be voicing a lot of characters because that's going to last you a little while.
Well, I think that if she goes for it right now and it goes well, great. And if it doesn't, you can always go back to your old job. I mean, you know what I mean?
Can you?
Maybe not if you're at a certain level, but I think she could.
Wait, I did. Yeah, I did. I did. I did leave Fox one time.
Didn't last very long.
You know, I went to another station and I sniffed around, you know, and
like a puppuccino?
Yeah, and it was like it wasn't the right move for me. So then I came back, you know.
It didn't butter the toast.
No. So I guess you can go butter the toast.
It didn't butter the toast for you. You know.
Okay.
What? Okay, people. By the way, that town in Washington.
It's gorgeous.
No, the one that I was talking about, the German town in Washington. How you didn't believe me?
Yeah.
It's called Leavenworth.
Okay.
Yes, it's a Bavarian-themed village.
Oh, yeah. You visited Winoworth yesterday.
Whatever.
We have a lot more. This is going to be one of those shows, isn't it?
I didn't do anything.
I know. That's why I love you. That's why I absolutely love you. No, congratulations to Amy, though. I think that's great. And look, you got to strike while the iron's hot. Putting a period on this conversation. Just like our friend Christopher Straub and anybody on these reality shows, when you're in the zeitgeist, take every opportunity you can. Ride that horse until Seabiscuit can't ride anymore. And then get off the horse and find another horse. Find Secretariat.
Wow, two horses.
Or the Black Stallion. What?
They're all dead.
All of those horses are dead. I've just found out.
For a while.
We'll be right back. Back after this. They don't replace them like Lassies? No. The Dish isn't done. Coming up next, sports broadcasting legend Al Michaels is spilling the tea about his upcoming departure from Sunday Night Football on NBC.
What is going on at NBC that they don't want you for Sunday Night Football?
He's not holding back on the Peacock. Then, usually I'm the fish out of water. Today, it's Kendall, and she is trying dog sledding. And the Maestro's birthday. We're celebrating the great John Williams' 90th birthday with a look back at his most legendary movie scores. That and more when we come back.
All right, let's get the competition started. Oh, look, it's Phil. Hey, Phil, how you doing? What's up, Jimmy? Ironically, a man named Phil and the pool will soon be empty.
I hope not.
Have you done this before, Phil?
No, first time.
All right. Well, let's see. Maybe you have the natural ability. Maybe this has been your calling for many years. Guillermo, count Phil down.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Well, not quite the splash we were expecting from Phil. Yeah, Phil went in feet first.
3, 2, 1.
Cassie really made the most of it. Here we go in slow motion, and you can see she got really flat.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt. The annual belly flop there. Oh, the annual belly flop competition on Kimmel last night is our late night rewind. Well, a little more Kimmel for you. Channing Tatum was Jimmy's guest, and he talked about his body hair.
Tell me more.
Did he really? And the next Magic Mike movie, look.
What about, speaking of hair removal, what about Magic Mike? Will you be waxing your body for that soon? Is that starting yet? Magic Mike 3?
No. We are going to change with the times, and I am not going to do the whole waxing thing. I think we're just going to go natural.
The times? Is that like out now?
Yeah.
Waxing for male dancers?
I think we're going to try to change it. I think we're going to it's a new day. It's a new day.
Is this just because you don't want to get waxed anymore?
Pretty much. Look, a little bit of hair is fine.
Have you broken it to your waxer? Because I bet this is probably like the big financial windfall of their life.
Job, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, man, it's not happening anymore. You guys go to another job.
Are you working on that?
Body hair's in, everyone. Channing is practicing dancing right now for Magic Mike 3. He said he's in the garage. They're rehearsing in the garage of the choreographer, and he's like, kids are walking by and they're seeing these strippers, you know, all of these exotic dancers doing these rehearsals. Can you imagine in the, you know, residential neighborhood, you're walking by with your, you know, your little ice cream, and then you're like, what? Look, mommy, why is that woman on that chair? You know.
I would like to know the address of this house so I can just go see for myself, and I can confirm that he is dancing and practicing for Magic Mike 3.
You are amongst the club of people that think Channing Tatum is very attractive.
Who isn't? Who isn't?
I gotta tell you, there are folks that you either think he's attractive or you don't.
Show me one and I'll show you a liar.
Okay, I'm just saying, okay. Okay.
Liar.
Is Shane here? Anybody? No, I'm with you. I'm right there. I think he's he's in a movie called Dog or something right now.
Yeah, with the dog.
With the dog, yeah. He's in yeah, thank you. He's with the penguin. No, but he's in a movie now. That's what he was out promoting. Magic Mike 3 won't come out for a while. But
he's so beautiful.
He is. He's a good-looking guy. He really is. I had a horrible first date with the original Magic Mike. I told you about that.
What?
Yeah, I went to the original
Magic. Oh, to the movie. I was like, okay, how do you have a horrible date with Magic Mike?
No, I went to a movie and a horrible first date with someone in the media here in the Twin Cities. A little blind item. I went on a date with somebody, and we were eating. We had the popcorn bucket. I told you this, and we both went to stick our hands in at the same time, and he recoiled like I had a giant wart on my forehead. So yeah, that was it. So the rest of Magic Mike, I'm sitting there going, I just want to go home.
It wasn't magical?
No, it was so friend zone, it wasn't even funny.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh well, that happens.
It happens now. You're happily married and everything's fine. And we still have Magic Mike 3.
That's right. Next in the dish, all of those things are accurate. Next in the dish, legendary play-by-play announcer Al Michaels was on with Howard Stern yesterday. Baba Booey. Sunday could mark Al's 11th and final Super Bowl. I can't believe that. And Howard, because he's the best, pressed him on why NBC is kicking him to the curb.
You're out at Sunday Night Football. That's the end, and this other dude is taking over. Why? If you're the number one guy, you do such a great job. Is it your age? What is going on at NBC that they don't want you for Sunday Night Football?
Well, I wouldn't say they don't want me for Sunday Night Football, but what happened was a few years ago I signed a contract, and you need a successor. And Bob Costas retired from the Olympics and NBC, and they brought Mike Tirico in to take that over. And Mike had done Monday Night Football in the years after I had done Monday Night Football. So at a certain point, you have to have a succession plan. I understand that. I guess in the parlance of football, I've outkicked the coverage. It's like at a certain point, you should be done. But I'm sorry I helped screw this thing up, I think, by, not being done. And or at least in my mind, I'm not done. So
You're not done. You're not. You know what the problem is? When you think of successful TV transitions, you think NBC. Jane Pauley, Deborah Norville, Meredith Vieira, Ann Curry. Ann Curry, Savannah Guthrie. Jay Leno, Conan O'Brien. Conan O'Brien, Jay Leno.
Don't forget Matt Lauer's in there.
That wasn't a transition. That was, we're going to allow you to succeed someplace else. Yeah. Now, Al is rumored to be headed to Amazon because they got rights to Thursday Night Football. Al is 77 years old. I don't like this. I don't, and I don't have a horse in this race. I don't watch sports, but you know me. I love old school broadcasters, and you're not going to get, the ones that are around still. You're not going to get better than Al Michaels. We've lost Madden, we lost Frank Gifford, we lost Cosell. He's one of the last of that era. And the guy, as Howard brilliantly said, and don't you, no one could ask those questions but Howard. And especially with Howard's history at NBC. In the car, I was going, go get him, Howard. Just go get him. Anyway, why are you doing this, NBC? Why? Al is still the best. And it's foolhardy. It's just foolish to think that we as the audience, we want everything CW'd. That we only want to watch youngins. Right. Experience matters, especially, I guess, I would imagine to sports fans, you want somebody in there that knows what the blank they're talking about. And that can also weave a story. Not just, don't give me just stats. As he said on Howard, being a broadcaster is being able to weave the game and commentary together. That's what Al Michaels does beautifully. I think it's misguided. I get that you want a plan, but NBC, again, you haven't been real successful in succession plans. Maybe you should stop. No offense to
Mike Tirico.
No, Mike is a good guy.
Yeah, he's excellent. He's excellent.
And you would know that. I'm just saying.
Right.
I think it's dirty.
Right.
For Al to treat an icon like that.
If he doesn't want to be done, he sounds like he doesn't want to be done. Why make him?
Well,
when he's still that good.
NBC's loss will be Amazon or Disney's gain. You know, good for him. And I might watch just to support Al.
No, we won't.
I won't. I won't know what's happening. Next in the dish, it was a big night over in the UK. The Brit Awards were held, and the big winner of the evening was Adele. She won Artist of the Year, Song of the Year, Album of the Year, Las Vegas Show of the Year. Oh, no. Here's one of her acceptance speeches.
I'd like to dedicate this award to my son. And to Simon, to his dad. This album was all of our journey, not just mine. And I'm very proud of myself for sticking to my guns and putting out an album that was about something so personal to me. Because not many people do stuff like that anymore.
I don't know, Adele.
My son has been so great.
I don't know if he should be there. Shouldn't he be in Caesar's Palace? Working on that show? Adele lost just once to the fan-voted Best Pop/Rock Act. That went to Dua Lipa. Olivia Rodrigo won for Best International Song. I love Dua Lipa.
I know, right?
I don't know a lot of new music acts. Dua Lipa, I love. Obsessed.
Yeah, she's good.
She's really good. Levitating is such a good song. And then her combo with her duet with Elton John.
Oh, yeah.
I could listen to that song until the end of time.
So good.
Yeah.
By the way, I loved watching the little clips of that because the beginning of it, you see all the tables of the other Brit celebrities, and their tables are just littered with like booze and food. And what's his name? Redhead? Ed Sheeran. He'd said he didn't like American any kind of events,
award shows
because it's so intense. And over there, he's like, we just party and have a good time.
Yeah, and look how entertaining the show is.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
Hey guys, it's time to name this week's first JVIP. Today, oh my goodness, it's Panda. She's a longtime fan, I gotta tell you. Panda watches, I don't care if she's being attacked by an alligator. She still watches our show. She says that we're genuine, fun, and honest. She also loves that the show is live, especially when a moment gets away from me and that when I can't stop laughing. Panda also says the show is full of people that viewers see as friends. Oh, good. I'm glad that's what we want. Panda gets a Jason Show mug. She's also entered to win the monthly grand prize. That includes coming to the studio to watch the show, a $150 accessories gift card to Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from Wood House Spa, and a bag of walnuts from photographer Eric. I'm not kidding. He went to the store this week to replenish his squirrel supply.
Whole Foods.
If you see a man with a very expensive camera in one hand and a bag of walnuts in the other, chances are it's our Eric. Please call Fox 9 and we'll come get him. Don't call his wife, because she'll call us. We'll be right back in a moment. Just get a little tag. If found.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Welcome back to the program. Well, it's a sport where the top athletes aren't humans, they're dogs. Dog sledding is a centuries-old tradition with deep roots here in Minnesota. Thanks to the events like the John Bear Grease Sled Dog Race, Kendall has dreamed for years of being a musher. And today, it's coming true. She visited Silent Run Adventures in Monticello to give it a try.
All right, Jack, I have a confession to make. The last time I did this, I was in elementary school and we came home with a dog. Is that gonna be a problem today?
Not gonna happen. We don't sell dogs, we hear that all the time. I want to take this one, and we tell them 9 times out of 10, well, we always tell them that by the time they hit the driveway, they'd be bringing the dog down.
How does one get into the business of being a musher and having an entire, would you call this a fleet, a pack? A pack of
They're
sled dogs.
packed. I had a corporate job. I mushed on weekends for stress relief. And then the day came right to leave the corporate world and started this company in 2010. It's 2022, and yeah, I don't know where all that time went.
How many dogs do you have? You said you have 3 generations?
We've got 28 huskies, plus a couple little house dogs. So we have plenty of dogs. Some of my older ones are still in the kennel here. One's sleeping by the post on the other side of Alistair's a 12-year-old, so is Blue Snow. All the dogs out here are either her 3 kids or her grandkids.
We were talking about this a little bit off camera, but none of these dogs will be pulling us today because it takes a while to learn the ropes.
All of these will be working today, not necessarily for your session, but for later sessions today.
Okay.
The only ones that won't be are the 4 at the end. They're just puppies. They're about 7 months old. Right now, they're just learning to get excited with the team and how to behave on a picket line and get some socialization beyond us. They'll see thousands of people a year starting next year, and they need to be able to deal with that. Stephanie is Alistair's emotional support person. He sits there and barks at people he doesn't know every day for, if you hang around him for 3 months, he'll finally quit doing that. So he gets a little nervous. If you see any of my dogs shaking ever, it's not because they're cold, it's because they're a little
just nervous. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like people, there's the introverts and the extroverts.
So you're saying once they know that they're getting ready to be hooked up, it gets a little loud and crazy because they're excited, right?
Yeah, we kind of equate it to picking teams in gym class. Pick me, pick me, pick me. They're all excited. They all want to go. None want to be left behind. Unfortunately, we only run 6 dogs. That's all I need. They can pull 3 times their body weight at a steady clip around this course. So I don't need any more than that. And frankly, it's all I can stop. Or maybe all I can hope to stop.
Well, I think it's time, Eric. Any words that I need to know? Or do I just stay quiet and buckle up?
Yeah, just hang on. Try not to scream too loud. And,
okay.
The dogs only listen to me anyway, so that's about all you really need to know.
So excited. Let's go.
Who let the dogs out?
It's so cool. They're barking a ton because they're all super excited. And they all want to go on the run.
You guys, you getting ready? Are you excited? Huh? Yeah, can you really give Kendall a ride? That'd be fantastic. Yeah, that'd be good. No? Yes.
The shy ones always give the best kisses.
Hang on to him. Hook him up.
I just think it's so cool how excited they all are. I think it's adorable. But I'm also like, they're really gonna want to run. It's gonna be fast.
Kendall, you can come in and get in. Just step in and slide all the way to the back.
Yes.
Go against the backrest as far back as you can.
Okay. In.
All right, guys, hike.
Oh my God, this is so cool.
It's amazing how quiet they are now. Wow, cool.
Dogs, take height.
Oh, now we're going.
Okay, we're gonna drop off the edge of the world.
This is the part? Oh my God.
Dogs, okay. Stay high. Good girl. Not that much high. She's marking trail.
That is great. Was that fun?
That was so fun. I mean, I couldn't stop giggling and smiling. I looked like such a nerd.
I'm going to regret this, but I would like to do that.
Really?
I said yesterday, can I tell you, I said yesterday, I was, where was I? It doesn't matter. I was talking to someone and I said, I have to, like 10 years ago, I realized I don't love live music. I just had to admit to myself. I kept getting invited. Anyway, I had to admit to myself that I don't like winter sports. I need to stop. We've done every winter sport during the 7-year run of the show, and I haven't really liked any of them, right, Eric? There's not one that I went, oh, that's...
You liked ice fishing?
Oh, you're right. But that was because it was indoors. You know what I mean? Now, the one coming up that we're going to air on Monday, you'll see. But anyway, this looks fun. I might be into this.
It was really fun. And I mean, I jokingly was like, okay, I can take a dog home and I can tell them what to do. And no. They listen to the head dog, which is essentially Jack, who you saw was actually the musher involved in this. But it's just such a neat experience. Like, who gets to do that, you know?
And Siberian Huskies are some of my favorite. I love that breed of dog. They're gorgeous.
They are, and they have so much energy. They were so stoked to just run.
That's all I wanted to do.
That's all I want to do.
I love it. Guys, thank you so much for hosting us. You can learn more about Silent Run Adventures on Facebook. We'll be posting this a little bit later. We're going to take a break. We'll be back following these messages. Friends, neighbors, welcome back. You've got questions, we have answers, hopefully. It's time once again for Ask Us Anything. Now before there's one impromptu one that I'm going to begin with. About 10 minutes ago, the camera shook, and people are wondering if it was an earthquake. No, it was executive producer Jeff falling into the camera. That's what happened.
No wobble.
He was at the same winery as that one right there. Lila is first. Hi, Lila. She asks, are we ever going to be able to come see you live again in studio? Yes. I feel weird that I've been saying this, and we thought we were going to be able to have the audience back already, but then that darn Unicron happened. I know it's Omicron. Unicron's a Transformers reference. Let me nerd out for a second. Omicron happened, and then poor Kim Jong-un had to put... So yes, my prediction, unless the world goes haywire again, I'm going to say by May, April, May.
We still have chairs.
Yeah, well, we found out yesterday they almost took them and donated them to the orphanage, but we still have them. We were in a meeting yesterday.
Thank God Eric was here.
Over the last 2 years, the vultures have come in and simultaneously taken stuff. They've given it to like divorce court and stuff. Anyway, a great question from Tina. Hi, Tina. Which fish out of water assignment surprised you that you actually liked? Or which would you never, ever, ever do again? Well, all of them I would never do again. Eric's been with me for all of them. I think the one that surprised me was rhythmic gymnastics. Remember that, Eric? That was great. I have such respect for those kids. That was a shock. I was like, wow. And then ice fishing, I really enjoyed. That one authentically, organically shocked me. The one I'll never do again is skiing.
Oh.
I don't like being cold and wet.
I just want to remind you, next time you fire me, I signed you up for the 2 you liked, and I did not sign you up for the one you didn't like.
That's right. Shane or Carl signed me up for the other 2.
And they're gone.
And I was going to say, speaks for itself. Next up, Linda. Linda asks, who makes you laugh very often and why? Now, do you mean celebrity? Do you think probably? Well, friend-wise, I will say my girls, Jen and Lisa, because they know me so well. We get into just like any good friends that you guys have. They can make me laugh so very hard that you like stop breathing. Because we have the same sense of humor. Celebrity-wise, my favorite comedian is Louis Black. Louis can make me laugh. Like the White Album is one of my favorite comedy albums. I love him. He gets so worked up. Jamie has 2 questions. She asks, what food could you never give up and what food would you never eat? Food I would never eat is something that my mother loves, liver and onions. She ate a lot of it when I was growing up. So I hate liver and onions. The food I can never give up is good old Chinese. I couldn't live without fried rice. You think I'm kidding. I could never live without fried rice. Or any type of, basically Asian cuisine is my favorite. Any genre, yeah. Carrie is talking vacations. Hi, Carrie. Thanks for writing. She asked, what is your bucket list vacation? That's a great question. I've been very lucky to travel around London, and I would love to go to Ireland. London and Ireland are two of my, I would like to see. You?
Oh, me? I would go to the Great Barrier Reef.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a long flight.
I know, that's why it's the bucket list.
Yeah, New Zealand, because New Zealand would be on my list, but I could never do that flight.
Long one.
I would need to be knocked out. Yeah. Julie is next. Hi, Julie. She asks, if there's a movie about your life, who would you want to play you and Colin? Okay, I have two possibilities for me. First, Jason Bateman, if it's more serious, or on the funny side, if it was a comedy, I would do Sean Hayes. Because, really quick, the behind-the-scenes story is the first episode of Will and Grace. I was working at WCCO, and Amelia Santinello, we were watching it together in the newsroom, and she got done. The episode ended, and she stood up, and she screamed in the newsroom that I should sue because Jack was me. And thus the reason our boss here, Kim Jong-un, calls me Jack. Only calls me Jason when I'm in trouble. Oh. Which is often. We'll be right back. More questions answered, by the way, on our Instagram account. Who could forget the music from the original Superman movie with the great Christopher Reeve in 1978. It's just one of dozens of movie themes created by the maestro himself, the great John Williams. Welcome back to the show. This week, Mr. Williams celebrates his 90th birthday. Over his 7 decades of work, he's earned 25 Grammys, and he's been nominated 52 times at the Academy Awards, winning 5. He should have won more. I wanted to look back at my top 5 themes from John Williams. So this is a little bit of the J list. We're going to start with this one from 1993.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
Chills. I mean, seriously, who didn't get chills when you first saw that in Jurassic Park in '93? That's number 5. Now, let me tell you, all of these are great. This was hard trying to figure out what's 4, what's really number 6. Anyway, number 4 on my list of top John Williams movie themes is from 1981. One of the best. Williams wrote the theme to Raiders of the Lost Ark in just a few weeks. What have we done the last few weeks? Yeah. Kendall's been to a couple wineries, you know? Yeah. When you think of Indy, you think of the hat, you think of Harrison, and you think of that theme in interchangeable orders. It's one of the best.
So good.
There's a ride, obviously, there's an Indiana Jones ride, and when that theme comes on, you feel like an archaeologist. You feel like, okay, I'm going to go on a great adventure. That's really what a theme is there to do, is to get you in the mood for whatever movie or ride or experience you're getting ready to have happen to wash over you. That theme does it. Yeah.
So good.
It encompasses everything that Indy is. Number 3, a theme we all remember from 1982. This was hard. Believe me, E.T.'s my favorite movie of all time, so I wanted to put this at number 1. But this theme, really, come on. It's perfection. Again, it brings all the emotions like the music's supposed to. It's soaring. It makes you emotional. It makes you excited. And then the ending. Oh, here it is. Oh.
That shot.
Thank you, Leo. Come on. I want to cry now. The end of that movie, I still cry. I still cry at that.
It's just one of those.
Moving on to number 2 of my picks of the best movie themes from the great John Williams. One of the greatest themes of all time. I mean, come on. The fanfare from Star Wars, the theme from Star Wars that started the very first movie in 1977. It's hard to think now, but moviegoers had really never seen anything like this, had heard anything like this. Sci-fi movies were not in fashion. George Lucas wanted to bring them back and base it on the old Buck Rogers serials. And he purposely wanted, he told John Williams, he wanted it to be very orchestral. He didn't want modern music. He wanted it to be grand. And boy, the music is as important as the acting, the writing, and the special effects. It's just so good. Finally, you're probably at home going, these are all really good. What did he pick for number 1? My top pick from a movie that came out just a few years before Star Wars. That's the theme from Jaws that earned Williams an Oscar. Steven Spielberg said the movie would not have been successful without the music. No. And Steven Spielberg didn't love it at first. He's like, I got 4 notes to play you. And Steven laughed at him. And then it became a character. Mm-hmm. You didn't really see you didn't see the shark in most of the movie. The music replaced the shark.
Yes.
That's brilliance. Mm-hmm. Other John Williams themes that you may not know about, Home Alone, Schindler's List, the theme for the NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw, and NBC's coverage with their Olympic fanfare from 1984. All of this from one man. Just think about that. Appreciate these people while they're here. That's why we wanted to do this. You're the maestro. Happy birthday. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. All from one person, Kendall. Welcome back. Again, if you didn't get your questions answered, we're going to do more next week, and you can find some more on our social media page. And I should also mention the theme to Harry Potter was tied for number 5.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. I love you. It's time for the world's shortest segment. Today, see if you can name this celebrity duo. One of them posted this picture on Instagram with the caption, "Happy birthday. I've loved you a long time." Any guesses? It's Sarah Michelle gellar and former Buffy co-star Seth Green. SMG posted that in honor of Seth's birthday today. Happy birthdays. It's yesterday. We'll be right back. Back in a moment with the surprise. Goodbye. Well, get ready. It is time for the surprise goodbye. Let's see what we have today. It's a flock of wild turkeys in New Hampshire. They came knocking on the doors of a charity office in Manchester. Watch the one in the front with some serious neck action, trying to figure out how to get inside. We decided to remix the video, adding some appropriate music. Here we go. That is fantastic.
I love the turkey in the background on lookout.
Oh, the one in the background is so embarrassed. It's like Colin when I'm going off on something. That back turkey is Colin, and I'm the front turkey. Look, the back turkey is almost funnier. Wants nothing to do with the shenanigans. Tomorrow, we're chatting with Selling Sunsets Chriselle ahead of her visit to the Mall of America, and Sarah Rogers will join us for a special Black History Month fashion show. That's tomorrow. But right now, that's going to do it for us. Oh, that hurts my neck. Too old to do that crap. Go out there and be yourself because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Thanks for watching, everybody.